Welcome to part four and our last part of the stress management workshop. Once again, this is Sam DeZerga. I am the academic success coach in the Learning Commons at Tallahassee Community College. And let's hop right into our last section of the stress management workshop. So far, we've talked a lot about creating a stress reducing lifestyle, how to reduce the impact of these stressful situations. But despite all these preventative measures, stress is still going to happen. It's still something that is inevitable in our daily life. And when it does, it's important to have these tips and tools to keep cool. Stress can have so many physical side effects, including muscle tension, headaches, higher blood pressure, insomnia, depression, increased susceptibility to illness, and that's definitely not what you want right now. These effects increase the longer that you're stressed and the higher your stress level is. So, having some ways to reduce the effects of stress on our bodies and our mind is going to be very, very important. So first, let's talk about some environmental techniques. So what this means is, what can we change in our environment to help us relax? Have you ever wished that you could just escape to a personal paradise when things get tough? Perhaps you imagine a tropical beach or a cozy campsite in the middle of the woods. Although escapism isn't a good plan long term, having a mental place to sort of escape for a little bit and regroup is a useful tool for relaxation. To start, think of your favorite place. It could be anywhere. Like I said, a tropical island, a snowy mountain, a jungle, wherever you feel most relaxed. Now use your senses to capture all of the elements of that environment. What do you see? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What textures do you associate with this place? What sounds do you hear? You can feel free to create this physical place by writing down all of your observations. You can draw a picture, tucking away a physical piece of it. So if you have a rock or a leaf or a seashell in your desk, all of these are great ways to sort of transform your environment without ever leaving home. Music can also be a great soother for not just your physical body, but your mind as well. So if you need to relax, try listening to some calming music. That could be jazz or classical nature sounds. These are great ways to transport you to another place and give you time to unwind and regroup after a stressful situation. Music with an upbeat tempo can help you get back into the groove and improve your mindset as well. And then if you're musically inclined, playing an instrument and singing can also help relieve a ton of physical and mental tension. And even if you aren't the most musically inclined, you could always put on your favorite song and just sort of jam out on your own. Humor is another great stress reliever. It's been scientifically proven that a really good laugh can help relieve some of these physical signs of stress. So it can lower your blood pressure, it reduces these stress hormones, and gives the immune system a boost and creates a sense of wellness and happiness. Reading a funny story or joke can be a great way to make you laugh, but also a lot of people like to start seeing humor in the stressful situation itself. For many, that could be difficult. For others, it can be easy, but it helps you put things in perspective. Try to imagine how this situation is going to appear to you from the outside, or how you could see it down the road. All right, so we've gone over some of these environmental techniques you can use to relax. Let's head over and discuss some of the physical techniques that you can use for relaxation. Having some quick and easy stretches in your stress management toolbox is going to help you ease some of the physical tension that's caused by stress. In fact, these can and should be used several times a day to help prevent muscle tension and the feelings of stress. I know right now I'm sitting at home, I'm working at home 8 hours a day, I'm going to school. That's a lot of sitting, and so stretching is going to be essential to make sure that we're relieving all of that muscle tension. Believe it or not, but intentionally creating tension is also a relaxation technique, as long as you are relaxing afterwards. So try this. Bunch your hands up into fists as tight as you can. Now slowly let your fingers roll out, feeling the tension evaporate from your hands and from your fingers. Try it again, but slower. For maximum effect, Deep breathe while tensing and relaxing. Deep breathing is also an excellent relaxation tool that can be adapted to pretty much any situation and also has a lot of physical benefits as well, including a reduction in blood pressure, a reduction in muscle tension, a boost in your metabolism, and clearing your mind. It's such a basic technique, and it's exactly as it sounds. So you slowly breathe in through your nose, then breathe out through your mouth. Try counting slowly as you do this. Each breath should take 10, maybe even 20 seconds. And the longer you practice, the longer you'll be able to breathe in and breathe out. When you're in a stressful situation, it's easy to deep breathe to keep yourself cool. Like I said, you can take this almost anywhere. This can also help you prevent some of the harmful side effects of stress, since stress causes us to breathe fast. It makes our bodies work harder. If you have a few moments to yourself, just sit down, close your eyes, and spend a few minutes deep breathing. Lastly, there's meditation. Meditation is the ancient art of moving your mind into a deeper state through the relaxation. There are so many forms of meditation, and most forms involve sitting or lying down in a comfortable position, and then tensing and relaxation certain groups of muscles while you deep breathe. So combining all of these different methods. Other forms focus simply on breathing and emptying your mind. You can try meditating once a day for a week and just see how it makes you feel, see if it works for you. The tools we've discussed so far will help you manage and reduce stress in your everyday life. However, as you encounter stressful situations, your toolbox will have to grow too. This module here is going to explore how to prepare for stressful events and what to do when those events do occur. The tools that we've discussed so far will help you survive a major stressful event. If you already have minimal amounts of stress and a low stress lifestyle, you're already a step ahead of everyone else. Maintaining a strong network of family and friends is important. Keep in touch with your social support system in good times and in bad times. Remember, you can still use the tools that we've discussed in this workshop to help others through stressful situations. In stressful times, strong bonds with family and friends provide valuable support and resources. So take advantage, especially in this time of social distancing, of your support systems when times get tough. Others will be there when you need them. It's an investment that will repay you many, many times over. When a stressful event does arise, or if you anticipate that a stressful event is going to happen, create a plan because it can give you a much needed sense of control. With a plan, you feel like you're at least a little bit on top of things and that you have power over the situation. Often people find that making lists and planning, even if it's for the short term, restores a little bit of order and control in their lives. Things include how you can maintain a healthy lifestyle during this stressful time period. What changes will I need to make to my lifestyle? How will my routine help me during this stressful time? How might routines change? How can you use the AAA approach to handle this situation? So which of those 3 A's are you going to choose? What relaxation techniques can you use? And what support systems do you have? Despite your best efforts, some situations are just too stressful to handle on your own. So it's never a bad idea to ask a professional for help with stress. Having an objective third party to talk to and get feedback from can be an important part of your support system. It makes sense that large events will cause large amounts of stress. However, several small stress-causing events that happen in close proximity to one another can cause a lot of stress. For example, imagine a month that's marked by events like getting into a car accident, making a significant mistake at school, having an argument with a friend, coming down with a cold. If you were dealing with these individually, you could probably cope with them as they happened. But imagine if all of these events happened in the space of a few days. Your stress levels would be so much higher, and you would probably have a harder time coping with these things. Remember, difficult things are stressful to different people. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but a mark of intelligence and of strength. We at Tallahassee Community College understand that many of our students are experiencing stress with the switch to online coursework for the remainder of the spring 2020 semester. Because campus is closed, TCC's Counseling Center is taking requests for remote appointments. If you would like to make an appointment, you can email the Counseling Center at the email address shown on this screen, which is counselingcenter@tcc.fl.edu. You can also seek mental health counseling through Baycare by calling their 24/7 hotline and telling them that you are a TCC student seeking counseling services. If you are in immediate crisis, please call 911 or the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1 800 273 8255. I want to thank you so much for participating in this 4-part stress management workshop. There will be more workshops to come. If you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. My email address is on this slide, or you can write it down. It is desergas@tcc.fl.edu. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you again.